case a little bit. It's not every day that as a Spaniard you get to hunt near water, and even more in this kind of setting. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
So we started off this morning to collect the guns at the headquarters. Then we went out to our friends at Blekinge, so we borrowed their gathering house for the hunts to do 2 hours of game, so simulated shooting, which the guys had good fun with. During that time, me and Eric Als, my colleague on the training wing, prepared a scenario to simulate the hunting scenario, basically, that we're expecting to have this week. So the dogs we will use will be barking, find the boars and then barking statically, in a sense. So we will then sneak up, guided by the dog keepers, and try to take a safe shot at the correct animal. So that we were simulating, and it was good fun. Everyone did very well, so I feel very comfortable looking forward into the week and see what the boars and the island has to offer.
Spear gun? Spear gun, yes. So, like anytime that I get into the water, I have...
Ja, då tar man det. Sten, hur vill du ha dem? Det är 3 led.
Hunters, dog keepers, crew, welcome to Apen.
You should always be respectful to the game and all the other participants, especially the dogs, because there will be dogs loose, and they are family members in Sweden. They're not something you keep on your yard, so please respect that a lot. After each beat, you should be able to tell what you've seen, sex and size if possible, within 80 meters. So if it's on another island, you don't include that into your report. But please pay respect to those rules so we can have a full plan of the day. The hunting guide will post you at your stand, and you stay there at all times. But obviously not in the same track. Make sense?
Yes.
Hey guys, I'm Gerold from Germany and mostly known as one part of the Hunter Brothers. My brother and me produce hunting films since more than 10 years now. So in my family we go hunt since we can remember. My brother and me, we followed our dad in our first tracks, I think. We have a speaking which says you have to follow your dad hunting when you are gras hoch, which means as tall as the grass, so you can look over the grass. And yeah, that's how I came to hunting, and it's my biggest passion and it is who I am. I'm also do fishing and so on, but hunting is the part of my life.
Already on our way to the island. Huge expectations. We're all very excited. Very eager to start the hunt, and I don't know, we're just all feeling it.
Hello, my name is Álvaro. I am Spanish. I come from Spain, from Madrid. I am a hunter and a fisherman. I'm a lover of nature. I started hunting when I was 19 years old due to more like a lifestyle than a hobby, because I did not have a family of hunters, so it's something personal for me, you know, being capable of handling nature and being able to survive. So this has taken me to this amazing place and having really crazy opportunities hunting all around the world.
Safety is priority 1, 2, and 3 above everything else. Respect the game, respect each other's. Radio check is done. Ammunition is in your pockets. Let's start the wild boar ride.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go.
So it's okay. You have your friend, maybe 100 meter in this line.
Okay, close to the
Yeah.
shore.
So
30 degrees.
yeah. Okay. And you have the other friend back the house. So you don't show anything in front.
Well, so my name is Feliew. I came from France. Maybe it's a good clue of which country I come from. I'm doing hunting videos for quite a while now. Maybe more than 15 years now. And of course, hunting for me, it's very, very important. It's a family thing from my grandfather, father. And I think I'm a hunter till the early beginning, even if I didn't have any rifle or shotgun at the beginning.
I think this is the best spot. Yeah. You can shoot in that direction, but there is a lot of stones.
Yeah, no, better to wait a little bit to have
Yes.
a clear shot, unless they're coming straight onto me.
One of the dog keepers asked me if I want to follow him. Let's see, he thinks that his dog will find wild boar and not push them, he will bark at them, so the wild boars will stand. And we will stop to it then. Let's see if this works. So now we've reached the stand and we have kind of walked on the line, position shooters as the first shooting line. I went around the whole thing, walking by the water as quiet as possible. And now we are waiting for the first bark from the dog. That will be the nicest song I've heard for a good time. The expectations are through the roof.
Okay, so here we are. This is gonna be our spot. We've been told by dog handlers how to assess the situation. They're gonna hunt that side of the island and they're gonna come back here. I believe I'm gonna be the first post on the left side of the island. They might come over here, but supposedly they usually go near the water because they will end up going to this tall grass that I have in front of me. So the best clear and the most secure shot is gonna be over here. Obviously, if it comes straight to me, I'm gonna shoot. And if it goes over here, I'm gonna let them pass because the rest of the team is gonna be over there.
So let's see what the dog comes with. We have some problems here. It's too much stone, so we can just shoot in a direction that's safe for us.
So finally we are at the stand. First hand, first time on this island. The weather is perfect. It's so calm, there is no wind. Everything is perfect for us here. For this hunt, we work with an app called WeHunt. So basically what you do is you download this app, you buy a subscription and you buy the land that you're hunting. Then with this app you can see all your friends. Here is Gerold, here's Feliew and Álvaro. And from here we can see the wind direction. We can also see Adam. He's on the other side of the high grass. I will be allowed to move 10 meters this way, 10 meters this way if needed. So if we hear a dog bark and it's slightly going this way, we'll sneak there and try to get a good shot. So basically the whole ground is covered with acorn and well, they've left some tracks behind.
it was quite fast shot, you know, because the dog was coming 10-50 meters behind the wild boar, and I saw it perfectly, you know, and it was a good feeling through the whole situation.
So we've got the first bark and the first shot, and the sun just came up, so what else could you ask for?
There's one boar on the ground that I know. We will have the dog keepers going here. Then we will walk around the whole area and try to push it backwards. And the high grass is obviously a hot spot, so we will let the dog in there and see if they can find something. And then my post is all of a sudden a very, very hot spot. So right here, we hopefully can push them this way.
So we just finished the first drive. They grabbed the dog again and they're releasing it at a similar spot as before, but they're gonna go through another area.
So I just had a dog keeper here. We have went around the high grass, released the dog. The wind is actually really good at the moment. So if everything goes according to plan, the dog will smell the boar, find them and start barking. Then we have rounded the whole thing, so I'm here. Magnus is positioned on the other side of the high grass, and then Robin, one of the dog keepers, further here. So wherever direction they go, hopefully we should get a good shot at them.
And it's coming this way. Can you hear it now? It's barking again.
It was amazing. We had a huge boar come straight at us, but from a direction that we couldn't shoot because it was not safe. And when he started running, he went in between huge rocks, and I didn't have a secure shot. It wasn't secure enough, so we let him go. So let's hope we find him again, or at least the dog comes around.
So we can hear the dog bark in the background. That's a good sign, so let's be quiet. I wouldn't expect it to cross the opening, but you never know if there's a dog there.
Wow, I'm shaking. It's so nice. Very nice. It was so nice because he saw us and started to increase our speed. Okay, so they just told me through the radio that we're done already. We're gonna go and have some lunch. It's a pity that the male boar that came to us came literally through the only place we couldn't shoot. It wasn't a safe shot, so we let him be. And yeah, let's hope this afternoon it's a little bit better.
So, perfect situation, very happy, it's a very nice boar. He was so quick, I had to put the red dot just in front of the eye to hit it just behind the head, but it was a nice and instant kill. it was a nice moment. Congratulations to the dogs and the beaters that managed to bring a boar really in front of us. It was a very nice situation, nice hunting situation. I hope I will have some more now for the other stand. We will meet the other and see what they have done at their stand.
It was so nice, you know. Boar comes from here quite fast, so I have to put up my rifle, and it went right through me, and now I take the shot, pang, and it was just going around.
Hi, I'm Magnus. My background is I've been hunting for 40 years. Started when I was about 19 years old, and it was my ex-father-in-law who talked a lot about hunting, and I went with him a couple of times, and after that I was hooked.
I love to go hunting with people from other countries, and I love to go hunting in other countries. In my opinion, you can learn so much about hunting when you see when you have a look in different hunting cultures and hunting traditions and so on. Especially when you look here to Sweden. The Swedish hunters use a lot of technical devices to make the hunt possible in this rough terrain here. They use, for example, dog tracking apps on the smartphone. They use the radios and so on. They all have ear protection with Bluetooth connected with the radio and so on. Stuff like this is really not so common in Germany, but it's absolutely useful. And that's why it's really, really nice for me to see in these traditions and ways of hunting here, how it works and how I can learn and how I could make my hunting in Germany even better.
So behind me you can see parts of the first drive. We've just had some lunch, and now we get ready for the second plan of the day. So now we've repositioned all the hunters, we've changed the dogs, and this direction, basically where the base camp is, we'll release the dogs, work with the wind. Then we also have a smaller island out this direction. They will push that one, see if they can get the boars to swim from that one and enter the big area. We will walk over here, where the two islands are connected basically. So the app will also help us with the circle, so that we have 500 meters, more or less exactly.
So now we're waiting for the second drive for today to start. So we have the people out on the different spots already, so we're waiting for them to unleash the dogs. So let's see what's going to happen here in a couple of minutes.
So throughout the years I've been at quite a few different stands, but look this way, that's a first for everything.
All hunters, the dogs has now been released.
Okay, so we just got the first bark. She was circling around for a bit, so we went to see. And just when we got to the place, he's barking a little bit further, so we're waiting a little bit for it to sit up. Then go for it.
The other hunters were spread out with the guide on the different positions of the island. So the first beat, we had more of a shooting line. They were on their own. Now everyone has a guide, so we will try to help the dogs if they have a situation going on where they find animal. The dog keeper will guide one of the hunters in to take a safe shot.
Well, for me, the best thing about hunting with different nationalities, all of us in a different country, is that we can share different experiences and share thoughts on how things are done differently, and it's a really good take to actually learn how people do stuff and how they hunt in the different cultures and different countries. I think we all have a lot more in common than we think, but also these differences are what make us great.
Literally behind this, and I don't understand because we should have seen it from there.
So the boar came against us, and after like a couple of seconds on the right way, turned up again and went up to the woods. So the dog is after again, so let's see if he's come back to us again.
Yeah, got it! White boar down, and there's a helicopter coming. A military helicopter. Yes!
Four whiteboard coming from the other side. Be ready. I have 2 whiteboard. Coming now.
That's very good. That's Feliew. The boar we had here went through not the whole island, but a long way this way, and came where we had to stand for Feliew. Okay, now it's down.
It was such a long time that the dog was barking. There, we have seen it the first time, going behind the tree. We waited quite a long and the dog was barking there. And then he started to sneak on the right. I got a shooting opportunity, but I didn't know where was the dog exactly. And then there were a little gap there. He was walking, I took a line. I was really feeling good when I released the trigger. And he increased the speed, and we hear a big crack, like 30 meters after. So I hope it's there, we'll see. But I'm quite confident. It's not a very old boar, but it's a nice boar in size and weight. So the height is perfect. It was behind the shoulder, and like we expected, he did maybe 40 maximum meters, and then we got it perfect.
It could be. Well, I mean, yeah, sure. One test. Okay, so we're already done. Second hunt of the day. First day is over. It was a very difficult place to be. It was very dense forest. We actually got to see 6 of them, 6 boars, but it was literally, I mean, we would step over them, and you would think that they were small, but they were huge. The things that we do not even had more than 2-3 seconds to take the shot, and there were a lot of branches, a lot of trees, and it wasn't a safe shot. Either way, we needed to check if it was female or male, and that was impossible. So best not to take the shot unless it's clear.
Always I've been really passionate for hunt, and I did nearly everything. A lot of choice during my life around hunting, like my scholarship, the courses in the university, and the jobs I did. I worked 15 years for the hunting federation in my place. I was managing the local federation of hunting. It has been such an experiment, and it has been 2 years now that I quit and I do only hunting. It makes only huntings, video, hunting trips, and so it's very nice life. Lot of hunting trip, lot of events, lot of with Aimpoint. They made me discover Scandinavia, mostly Sweden. Quite a lot of time we have been together.
So when I joined this island this morning, I came here and you see everywhere the wild boars have been feeding. So every grass is black now.
Yeah.
And yes, you see all the oaks. So this is really the wild boar paradise, in my opinion. And what we really need to clarify out in this situation, we are on an island.
Yes.
but we are in completely free range, and you see the wild boars are crossing between the island and so on. And if you are on a free range hunt like this, it's a very good average to have 2 or 3 situations where you can shoot a wild boar in a day.
Yes.
So, in my opinion, this is a perfect driven hunt area for wild boars. So, how often have you been in straight contact with wild boars today?
Mainly during the morning. The afternoon was a little bit more difficult because we were closer to them, but we weren't able to see them because of the density of the vegetation. But this morning it was perfect because we heard the barks and the dog handlers radio in the group in general to be hasty, and it was where we were posted. It was perfectly placed. The only thing is that we were unlucky enough that the boar came straight to us until like maybe 10 meters, and instead of going left so I could shoot him, he went right with all the rocks. I mean, he knew perfectly what he was doing.
Hello, I think we're having a great time here on the wild boar.
Absolutely, I look forward for tomorrow very, very, very much.
Thank you for watching the first episode out of 3 from the Wild Boar Island. So now that the hunt is over, I will remove this optic from my rifle, and you should take the chance to win this specially engraved optic that was actually used on the hunt with a number of battle scars and some confirmed kills. So make sure to go down in the description, follow the link, or go to aimpoint.com to go to the landing page for the Wild Boar Island. And also make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow on Instagram for upcoming adventures.